Welcome back to Primetime News.
Special welcome to folks on OneSpotMedia.com.
Up first this evening, over $1 billion. That's what the government may have to pay following a landmark court ruling today.
The Constitutional Court ruled that motorists who paid illegally imposed traffic fines over a 15-year period ending 2021 that were above the rates stipulated in the original Road Traffic Act are entitled to a refund.
Now, according to judges, the state should not be permitted to retain the proceeds of money it received without lawful authority. Romardo Lyons has the details.
While lawmen were issuing traffic tickets, trying to curtail reckless driving, the government unknowingly was speeding into a tough spot, now facing the likelihood of having to repay over $1 billion to motorists who paid traffic fines that were illegally imposed. The ruling was made by a panel of 3 judges following a lawsuit filed by software engineer Maurice Housen after getting a $5,000 ticket for a speeding violation in July 2021. Gov't is one of the attorneys who made Mr. Housen's case.
I would estimate that is probably over $1 billion, but it really depends on the mechanism which the court agrees should be used and the supporting documentation which would be required to trigger that payment obligation by the government.
The fine for a speeding violation in the 1938 Road Traffic Act is $800. Now that means Mr. Housen was charged 6 times more than the stipulated fine. And the concern is that many more Jamaicans would have been similarly overfined over a 15-year period.
The court's order is that the government needs to repay upon proof of payment of a traffic ticket. I don't know how many people are going to have proof going back to 2006 of their receipts for traffic ticket payments. So we're going to have to be looking at that very closely.
Now, the mechanism for the refund will be determined by the judges after a hearing scheduled for March 2024. While this will require thorough checks, Mr. Gov't says based on the nature of the ruling, he expects the refund, however massive, to be swift.
This matter was filed 3 years ago, almost. So the government has had a good amount of time to do its research and do its checks. I think they have an idea than anybody what the exposure is, and they have a better idea as to how much of that is likely to need to be paid out.
Mr. Gov't says based on the nature of the ruling, Mr. Housen was awarded $250,000 for the breach. That's a droplet compared to what will have to be repaid once waves of individuals start providing proof of payment for tickets received from 2006 to 2021. Romardo Lyons, TVJ News.